And now, Tippy-Tippy-Tippy Hide. Written by Candace Fleming. Illustrated by G. Brian Karras. Winter was coming, and Mr. McGreely was getting ready. Down went his hammock. Up went his storm windows. Out went his snow shovel. In went his garden hose. Then Mr. McGreely flopped into his easy chair, flipped up his footrest, and opened his book.
"Ah," he sighed, "time to snuggle in for winter."
But Tippy-Tippy-Tippy-Pat, knocka, knocka, knocka.
"Oh, no,"
said Mr. McGreely when he saw 3 little bunnies begging on his doorstep.
"I shared my carrots with you, but I'm not sharing my house. Now hop off. Scram. Shoo."
Bam! He slammed the door. That night, a chill wind blew. Then, tippy-tippy-tippy wiggle, through the mail slot tippy-jiggle. 3 little bunnies cozy inside now, tippy-tippy-tippy hide. The next morning, Mr. McGreely reached for a banana, but all he found was tail fluff.
"Some bunny's been in my fruit,"
he cried. So he searched high and low, but the bunnies were nowhere to be found.
"Those pesky pufftails,"
fumed Mr. McGreely.
"They got in one time, but they won't get in twice."
And tap, tap, he nailed the mail slot shut. That night, an icy rain prickled down. Then, tippy-tippy-tippy jump, down the chimney tippy-bump. 3 little bunnies cozy inside now, tippy-tippy-tippy hide. The next morning, Mr. McGreely flopped into his easy chair. But instead of a fluffy pillow, all he found was a sooty paw print.
"Some bunny's been in my chair,"
he hollered. So he searched here and there, high and low, but the bunnies were nowhere to be found.
"Those naughty wiggle noses,"
seethed Mr. McGreely.
"They got in 2 times, but they won't get in 3.
And shove, stuff, huff, he plugged the chimney up. That night, a thick snow fell. Then, tippy-tippy-tippy dangle, through the window tippy-tangle. 3 little bunnies cozy inside now, tippy-tippy-tippy hide. The next morning, Mr. McGreely pulled back his shower curtain. But instead of shampoo and a loofah, he found no smudges.
"Some bunny's been in my tub,"
he bellowed. So he searched above and below, here and there, high and low, but the bunnies were nowhere to be found.
"Those infuriating flop ears,"
flared Mr. McGreely.
"They got in 3 times, but they won't get in 4.
And hammer bam, smack slam, he boarded up all the windows. That night, the wind howled and the temperature dropped down, down, down. Then, tippy-tippy-tippy heap, turn the doorknob tippy-creep. 3 little bunnies cozy inside now, tippy-tippy-tippy hide. The next morning, Mr. McGreely opened his eyes, but instead of his teddy bear next to him, all he found was bunny drops.
"Some bunny's been in my bed,"
he yelled. So he searched, over and under, above and below, here and there, high and low, but the bunnies were nowhere to be found.
"Blast those Willy Twitch whiskers!"
raged Mr. McGreely.
"I'll show them. They got in 4 times, but they absolutely, positively won't get in 5.
And
Mix, slap, smear, stack.
he bricked in both his doors.
"Only Super Bunny can get through that,"
declared Mr. McGreely. Then, tired but triumphant, he flopped into his easy chair, flipped up his footrest, and opened his book.
"Ah,"
he sighed,
"no more bunnies."
and he snuggled in to wait winter out. At last, one morning, Mr. McGreely sniffed the air and declared,
"Spring has sprung."
So he closed his book, climbed out of his easy chair, and peeked between the cracks of his boarded-up windows. He saw tiny new leaves, tender young shoots, fresh green sprouts, and
"Bunnies!"
Mr. McGreely pushed and rammed, pounded and bammed, pulled and kicked and shook and slammed, but he couldn't get out of his house. Tippy-Tippy-Tippy, smash! Muncha, Muncha, Muncha!